Hey fellow book nerds, welcome back, and if you are new here, welcome to the Entish Reader. My name is Danielle. Today I'm going to be showing you my February wrap-up and my March TBR. So I didn't read a whole lot of books in February. I read 2 books in February, which is sad because I'm supposed to be reading a book a week, but that didn't happen. I've been busy with school. Even though I'm only taking 3 classes, but that's English, sociology, and math. Plus, I work at a hospital. Usually it's just 3 12s, which is fine. That's like nothing. And then I get 4 days off. It's like fine, but this past week has been really super busy because everybody's sick, and so we're just getting a lot of sick people and injured people on top of all the surgeries that they do. So yeah, happy March. I hope your first day of March was more exciting than mine. I had to work on March 1st, and so I work nights, so it was a complete blizzard whiteout throughout the night, and it was scary, but I was inside, so it was fine. But looking out the window, it was like, no way. It's March 1st. The snow's supposed to be melting away, not coming in. It's sad. I just wish it was spring already and the snow was like off the ground or out of the roads and sidewalks so that I could ride my bike and run my dog, because that would be really great. She gets depressed during the winter. She has SAD, seasonal affective disorder, so when it's snowing out she gets like depressed because she can't be outside because she's very active. So she's just been a lazy dog. But what can you do? I try to run her and walk her as much as I can when it's warm outside, but if it's like -4, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be walking. I'm definitely not going to be walking when it's snowing outside. Anyways, let's just get into this wrap-up. So the first book I read this month was The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. I did a book review on this series, so if you want to check that out, I will link it in the description below. This is the second book to The Bear and the Nightingale, so I can't give you too much synopsis about this book other than it was hauntingly beautiful and completely magical. It is a Russian fairy tale retelling, and it is amazing. It takes place in northern Russia in the winter woods. It has a demon king, like an ice demon king named Morozko. We have our heroine Vasilisa Petrova and a magical horse that she has, Solovey, and she can talk to the horse. It's pretty cool. It is a magical, haunting story. I felt like I was in northern Russia in the winter woods. So go check out my review. Go pick this book up. It was amazing. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It's just amazing, and the cover is beautiful, and the story is just beautiful and magical. So wonderful. The last book that I read for the month of February, I was waiting for this book to come out for an entire year, and I was sorely disappointed, actually, by it. And that is Immortal Reign by Morgan Rhodes. This is the 6th book in the Fallen Kingdom series. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It just wasn't the glorious conclusion to an epic story that I was expecting. It was kind of just like disappointing for me anyways. The cover is amazing, and this book series I am obsessed with. Absolutely loved this series. It is just, this last book was just not glorious, I guess. Had a glorious beginning, like the beginning of the series, book 1, and then it just kind of like, but this should not dissuade you from reading this series because it is an absolutely great series. You might like the ending, but I just waited so long for this book to come out, and it just was not what I was hoping for. So, Immortal Reign. So the books that I'm reading this month is kind of a lot because I'm trying to read a book a month. A book a week, not a month. I picked 5 books to read this month, which one of them is really short, so I believe I can read that in like a couple days. So let's just get started. And this isn't in any particular order. I'm just gonna go with whatever I feel like reading because I am such a moody reader. And when I made this TBR, I've actually changed it about 3 times because I'm such a moody reader. So the first time it was going to be just like dragon themed, but I didn't want to be overwhelmed with like just dragons, so I kind of changed it. And then I changed it again because some of the books I was like not ready for. The first book I am going to read is Adventurers Wanted Slathbog's Gold by M.L. Foreman. This has a very Hobbit feel and vibe to it. This kid sees an Adventurers Wanted sign in the window, and he was walking down the street wondering like how he wanted to change his life, and then he sees this sign, so he goes into this bookstore and he gets signed up to go on an adventure to find the legendary treasure of Slathbog. He's called Slathbog the Red, and he is an evil dragon, and so he's stolen this treasure for about like hundreds of years from people all over the world. So they're going on this adventure. It's a group of 8 people, and he's going with some great warriors, a dwarf, an elf, and he is the 8th adventurer. And they try to find this dragon's treasure and to destroy this dragon because he's evil. So he travels to distant lands in order to find this legendary treasure, and along the way he learns about courage, integrity, honor, and most importantly, friendship. I've been wanting to read this book for a while. I bought this book about a year ago. The cover intrigued me, and so did the synopsis, just because it feels like The Hobbit, but who wouldn't want to like change their life and then see a Adventurers Wanted sign in the window in a bookstore and then be whisked off on an awesome adventure to find legendary treasure? Like, yes, sign me up, please. I'm excited to read this book. I've read a little bit and it is so good. The next book I want to read, my friend Carly read on Kindle. You can get it for $1, but I wanted to have a physical copy, and that is The 100th Queen by Emily R. King. But it's about this 18-year-old girl who all her life she's been sick. One day she becomes an unlikely candidate to be the king's 100th wife. So she is whisked away to the Raja's palace, and now she has to fight for survival as her place as the 100th queen. She is faced with a danger of a tournament to the death, and the only hope for escape is to embrace this forbidden power that's been hidden within her. And it just sounds like so good, and the cover is just like brilliant and beautiful, and I just had to have it, and I just have to read it. It's really short, not even 300 pages, so this will be a quick read. The next book is The Dragons of Nova by Elise Kova. I love it. It just rhymes. This is the second book in the Alchemists of Loom saga. I absolutely adored the first book. This is a steampunk-inspired fantastical world. Look, I just like love the cover. It's just amazing. This is the second book, and it is about the rising rebellion against the dragons, they rule as tyrants over these people, and so a rebellion is rising, and this is going to be about that rebellion rising, and I cannot wait because I love the first book so much. I know I'm definitely gonna love this book. So I am kind of on like a dragon theme for this month because Slathbog's Gold is about a dragon, the Dragons of Nova are about dragons, and then this next book is The Summer Dragon, first book of the Evertide by Todd Lockwood. The only thing I know about this book is that a summer dragon is spotted in the forest, which means it's an omen, and now things are about to change. And so this girl Maya is swept up into adventure to face deathless horrors, thralls of the enemy, and a faceless creature drawn from her fears. In her fight to preserve everything she knows and loves, she uncovers secrets that challenge her understanding of her world and of herself. Mythical dragons, adventure, deathless horrors, what more could one ask for, really? But I love it because he has his own illustrations in here, like that. There's a summer dragon. These are the kids. Like, oh, awesome. I love the artwork. So that's that book. Is Renegades by Marissa Myers. I love the Lunar Chronicles. I love Marissa Myers. I love her writing. It's so magical. I've read some of this already. The cast of characters sound amazing, and the prologue was awesome, and oh my gosh, like heart-wrenching, and I just love her work. So I'm really excited about this. It's like a story about superheroes called the Renegades, and then so it's about villains and superheroes, and the Renegades are like syndicates of prodigies, which are people with superhuman abilities, and they are a symbol of hope because they took over, they rose up when the world was in chaos and like overrun with villains. So they rose up and took over, and now peace reigns and justice reigns in this society, and they are a symbol of hope except for one girl, Nova, who is seeking vengeance on them. She has her own reasons for seeking vengeance, and then she meets this guy named Adrian, who is a renegade and who believes in justice, and he makes an alliance with her because he believes in her. She is aligned to another villain who has the power to end them both, so like, whoa. So I love a good superhero, supervillain story. Look at this hefty, like, delicious looking book. I am just like super excited for this. So that is it for my February wrap up, which was very sad pile right there. Really, 2 books, that's all you can do? Oh well. So hopefully I can read these 5 to 6 books this next month, and let me know in the comments below what you're reading this month. I would really love to know and talk to you about it. Thank you for watching. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, but like I said, I've been busy with work and school. So happy March. Glad to be back. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want to be notified as to when I post new videos. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye.